Hey, boo, hey. Let's get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. Open House, Closed Mouths, Season 9, Episode 9. Let's go. So, Ken and Trish are talking about the party, basically Marquez at the party. And Trish goes to talking about how Marquez didn't even come see the kids after the party. He was in town or around for the whole weekend, and he did not go see the kids after the party. So the only time that he came around was at the party when the cameras were going. Like, dude, really? You did all of that and you ain't even go see your kids afterwards? Not once? And then the fact that the daughter don't even want nothing to do with Marquez anymore. She said he is either Marquez or him. Like, he's no longer daddy. That's got to be a hard pill to swallow. Like, right now watching this, I know Marquez is like, damn. Okay, so it's a lot to unpack in this scene. So Maurice comes to see Martell and they have an in-depth conversation on three major topics here. One was the friendship and dynamic between Martell and Marceau. And Maurice is trying to tell him, like, look, every time you hurt, you want to hurt, and you just want to hurt no matter what, and you have no limit. And it made Martell have to admit, like, yeah, that is how I do. Then the conversation went on to Maurice talking to Martell about Mel and how she approached him after she approached many others about his DUI and how she felt about it and how she was putting a certain narrative out there. And the way that Maurice spoke about Mel, saying, you know, I haven't seen the real Mel in a long time. I'm seeing the projected Mel, the Mel that's trying to protect her image, protect all that she has and what she has built because she has been embarrassed. And he was really not in a shady way, but picking Mel apart and putting each piece up under a microscope on how she has been since the show has started. None of us can attest to how Mel was before the show started because none of us know how she was. So we can either take it or leave it what Maurice says about that. But then he goes on to talk about, you know, the whole dynamic between Martell and Mel. And Martell goes to talk about how, yes, you know, this Mel do be really eating me alive out here in these streets. And Maurice is trying to give him the advice on how he needs to go about this and what she should do. But we all know Martell is going to do what Martell wants to do. He may listen for a minute, but ultimately Martell is going to do what Martell wants to do. Now, I agree with Maurice when he says that if Mel was really concerned, she would have came to him first and not person to person to person spreading the narrative. Because I really don't feel it's fair that, you know, she wants to bring up her grandmother and what happened. And yes, although that really, really is sad, I don't think that was necessary. We have all lost, so a lot of us have lost someone to, you know, drunk driving. So I don't think it was fair to put that narrative out there into the whole lipstick thing, but it is neither here or there. However, Martell, Mel is getting the best of you, but you are giving her a lot to work with, especially in real time right now, sir. Okay, so Trish ends up at Kimmy's work and they're getting to talking because she wants Kimmy's advice because she's trying to get into entrepreneurship. She's decided that she finds her warmth in her heart from being a fitness trainer more than an engineer. So she's trying to make that transition. So she's getting advice from Kimmy. So while she's there, they get to talking, and Kimmy tells her how she met up with Mel after they met up with her, and Trish met up. Her and Trish met up with Tisha, and they all told her about what Mel said. And then it turns on to one of the favorite topics of the season is Trish and Martell. And we get a little bit more information this time around, y'all. Now, Fletcher has entered the chat. We didn't know that. This would have been a very nice, big, key piece of evidence to tell Fletcher. But no, this was never mentioned until now. So now, here we go. We about to see Fletcher ass in the hot seat. But the whole thing is, for me, why are we getting bits and pieces? Why aren't we getting all of this laid out on the table all at once? Like, why is you playing with us, Trish? Why you ain't tell us this from the beginning? But we should have known better because we know that Fletcher is Trish's mom's cousin. So there's the tie right there. So we didn't make that connection. So that's kind of our fault, is it not? So Martel's therapist, Dominique, comes by and they have, their conversation. And from this, all I can say is, Dominique, I don't know what's going on, but the way your client been wilding out in these here Huntsville streets lately, I'm not sure what you are providing for him is helping him, honestly. You seem too nice. This man needs tough love. And I don't know what you've been doing with him this whole time, but it's not enough. So as the guys go outside and the girls stay inside to catch up, we find out still Trish has not even filed the paperwork. Even after it's been signed, notarized, and all of that, she still has yet to sign it. And she's gonna blame not having time. Honey, hold the phone. Because I'm with Kimmy. You gonna make time for what you feel is important. And baby, you did not. And the way you couldn't answer right away that you was ready to get married to Ken, baby, come on now. You lucky he ain't rushing you because this is kind of some BS because you acted like that was a problem that you was still married. And now look, you are on the delay now, Trish. Child, not Martell trying to admit that he's still in love with me. Like, dude, it's cringe at this point. We don't want to hear that no more. That was cute still like maybe 3 years ago, but we don't want to hear that now. Ain't you supposed to be married to Ariane? Supposedly, allegedly. So now Trish don't told Nell, and now Nell is upset at Fletcher. Now Fletcher in the hot seat. You don't got him to come in the house without all the boys coming in the house. And Fletcher and Martell, y'all are just pathetic and despicable. Y'all know damn well y'all just look so stupid. The way y'all just fumbling over each other's words, y'all own words. It's just not looking good. And then Trish giving her regular look. You know that look of Trisha's. Come on, y'all. You know what? I'm so tired. This is too much. But we gonna unpack all of this Thursday night on YouTube at 10:15 Eastern time. So come on through and listen to what we got to say and come say what you got to say because this is just some other stuff. For real, for real. Like, I cannot. All of this is just too much. I'll holla at y'all. Bye.